Very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome to Keflavik Airport. Today we are going to perform the special flight special scheduled flight from Keflavik to main Air Greenland hub, which is based on the airport with ICAO code Bravo Golf Sierra Foxtrot, and I can't spell the name of this airport. It's Kangerlussuaq. I guess so. If I'm wrong, just correct me in the comments below. And these flights are performed with Boeing 737-700 in real life, and it's a Denmark company jet time with different livery. This is the fictional livery which I found on the web page, and it looks pretty cool and pretty nice, so I decided to pick up this livery, this fictional, not the real one. That's it. Regarding to the main Air Greenland hub, this is this airport we are currently flying, and it has approximately 3,000 meters long runway, which is quite okay because in Greenland, as you know, there are a lot of snow, and weather are changing minute from minute, and as well the runway contamination. So this airport is mixed with military, and there's basically maintenance hub as well, headquarter, and so on and so on. As the first, we'll start with a pre-flight briefing, like in real life, like in real ops. Today we have call sign Greenland 6 Papa Lima, registration number Oscar Yankee Golf Romeo November. Great circle distance we are flying is approximately 800 nautical miles, and we have southerly wind configuration with approximately 20 knots of the headwind, flight level 380. We have minimum block fuel 8,600 kilograms, and alternate it's Nasarquik Airport, which is category C airport, so we have to be very careful, and we have to check as well the weather forecast, and especially the snow temps of this airport, because if it doesn't fit for us well, you are not allowed to use it. Regarding to minimum equipment list and configuration deviation list, and paperwork like in journey tech log, we should be prepared for the worst conditions. So I suggest to check if there is 3 items: operative, automatic speed brake deployment, anti-skid operative, and thrust reverse as well, at least one operative, because it significantly reduces your landing distance required for this airport. So we have 120 passengers on board, check baggage 1.6 ton, and that's quite okay. Regarding to estimated takeoff, landing, and zero fuel weight, we have plenty of room space, so we can take much more fuel just in case something happens. If I check the wind conditions, wind information, tropopause level should be approximately 340, because there is nothing because it is changing from flight level 340 is minus 60 degrees of centigrade, and on flight level 400 is minus 57. So I guess the tropopause level will be flight level 340, but we will check it with a significant weather chart later on. Regarding to the conditions, there is SIGMET wallet with stationary turbulence areas, which is not good for us, and this is for applying for Reykjavik FIR and Nuuk FIR. Regarding to the departure med report, nothing special, absolutely perfect weather. Just stronger wind conditions, approximately 9 knots, so 20 knots of headwind component. In our destination, we have quite right now it's light snow grains, so it's not good situation for us. If this situation persists, we'll pick up the hold overhead some waypoint, and we'll wait for improvement, because this is dangerous. But obviously, regarding to the forecast page, everything should be okay. In Nasser Quick Airport, it's light raining, that's quite okay. And regarding to the forecast, it should be strong wind conditions. 070 42 gusting 52 knots, blowing snow, and visibility 1000. This is the worst case scenario. You have category C airport as the destination alternate, and regarding to the TAF, but these wind conditions, it's applying, yeah, well, okay. Now is wind 060, 34 knots. Okay, in this case, I will take 1500 kilograms additional to minimum block fuel. Okay, do not mess minimum block fuel. Keflavik in NOTAMs, nothing special. Kangeroosak, nothing special. Taxiway Delta closed, so we have to be aware of this. And in Nasser Quick, fire rescue category is downgraded to category 6, which is okay, because Boeing 737-700 is category 6, and that's it. If we can see, there is strong jet stream crossing during the descent, and as well turbulent area with severe icing. So the operative items which we should have is anti-skid, automatic speed brakes, reversers, and as well all the anti-ice devices should be operative. Okay, so we will perform the check if I do not forget about this. So let's jump to the cockpit and start with the preliminary and Captain walk around procedure like in real life. So battery switch on, actions, doors, we open the doors. It's really nice. It's basically okay. Services, what we need to do is first we will ask for catering service, and we will ask for potable water and get rid of the lavatory waste compartment. And now we can perform the preliminary procedures. So battery 23, guarded position, hydraulic panel set, wiper spark, gear down, 3 green, fire tests, and we will start the APU. However, we are on the ground power. Because we need to warm up the cabin. Okay, as we are making the overwater flight and transatlantic flight, we need to have operative cargo system as well. So that's it. We may start the APU. Okay, so for Captain Volcrown, parking brake set and lights on strobe and steady, and I will suggest to put the wheel well lights and logo light as well, but logo light will works only if the galley switch is in on position. So we'll wait for the APU. EGT is rising. There is no battery discharge. 22, we are exactly on the lower side limit. But it's okay, so we can see the services. It's quite perfect. AP available, AP on bus. Perform the fire test again. Wheel fire is working. Cargo fire system as well, that's absolutely perfect. PSIU light, it's not illuminating, and we'll align the IRSs in this latitude. It took a longer time. As we can see the EC reversers, all the lights are off, crew oxygen fine, that's perfect. Warning test, it's basically okay. This one is not working, I don't know why. It should works. Okay, I'm install warning system number 1. Another one, number 2 is working after 4 minutes of AC power. So circuit breakers or gear pins, pitot covers, manual gear extension door, circuit breakers, emergency safety equipment, documentation on board and wallet. So that's absolutely perfect. So preliminary procedure is completed. We can disconnect the GPU. And we can make it like this one. That's perfect. So right now I will start the pre-flight procedure. Yodam peron, navigation transfer switches, fuel pumps, galley power for cabin crew, window heat. That's perfect. Regarding to de-icing procedure, there was no contaminated on fuselage or on wings, so we don't need the de-icing procedure. 1 minute was already passed, so we can put APU bleeder on and PEX to auto position to warm up the cabin. Flight level it's 380, and the landing altitude is 160 feet, so 150. Lights are okay. Going to first officer side, AFIS panel checked, crew oxygen 100%, we have low pressure on system B hydraulics pump, so we'll charge the accumulator right now. That's perfect. Brakes to RTO, reset the fuel flow, that's very important. And now we will set the emergency broadcast service. And for VATSIM, want to decimate, but there is nobody out there because I'm making always early morning flights. Put this on the flight interphone, shine it up a little bit. Weather radar should be operative, but anyway, it's okay. Transponder fine, standby stabilizer trim, override switch in guarded position. We can fill the FMC right now. So regarding to services, assume that this is done, catering is fully loaded, and we may ask for refueling car. And as I said before, it's 8,600, so 8,600, 9,600. Okay, I will take 10,000 kilograms of fuel. And we can ask for on the stairs. We have 120 packs, and what was the checked baggage? I need to check the OFP. It was 1,600. It's not. Okay, that's perfect. That's pre-selected, and now we are going to FMC. Engine rating model is not matched because in a real RC it should be whiskey sign letter here because we have the winglets. Okay, it should be here. Okay, so position. Here we have Keflavik, gate 77. Check the coordinates if they fit. So position is confirmed. Activate, execute flight number. Sorry, call sign. That's okay. In Lex page we have Sorir. So departure runway 19er. Sorry to Charlie. It's okay. Flight level 380. 7,000 feet is the transition, I guess so. Cost index was 11. FMC reserve, I need to check in operational flight plan, 3.7. Cruise wind condition 209/71. Okay, and -3 is ISA deviation, so -53. And basically that's it. So when the walk around was performed by the button, so airplane is visually okay. We can perform the light test. Switch off this light, logo light we don't need as well. Okay, everything seems to be normal. Okay, set the QNH is 1020 and engine out acceleration altitude is 1000 feet. Okay, meanwhile we can start refueling. So we are PA cabin crew refueling in progress. Fasten belts is in off position. And now flight directors on. Flight level 380 as there is nobody out here. In case of real landing, how to set up the MCP panel, we just check the approach chart and ILS runway 19er. It should be right here. So course is 194. 194. Niner 4 and regarding to SID, we should have was this one? Yeah, it's Sorir to Charlie departure 7000 NADP2. This is very important. Noise abatement procedure. Initial climb clearance by ATC. So 193. It's departure heading. Okay. Crew oxygen tested 100%. Speed brake stowed. Stabilizer trim. We'll put it into 5 units. Thrust levers closed, reverser closed. Flaps are retracted. Stabilizer trim switch. Engine start switch is cut off position. Step trim switch is auto normal position. That's quite okay. And now setting in case of re-landing 110.3. That's okay. Basically we have some VOR 112.8 Keflavik in case of something happens. 2.8, so that's it. So pre-flight checklist is completed. That's absolutely perfect. And now is the situation which we asked the handling agent if we are allowed to board the passengers while refueling. In order to speed up the process, I will do so. So ask for passenger bus and start boarding, and as well we will start loading the baggage. What else? Runway is dry in Keflavik, but I will check the snow temps for the destination and destination alternate. Okay, so right now in our destination we have 100% of contaminated runway with 3 meters of dry snow. Basically, if I convert it, this is not considered as the contaminated runway, and braking actions are good, and that's what we need to have. And now our destination alternate. Yeah, this is the problem. We have only braking action medium, and we have dry snow on the top of the ice. What does it mean? We have low visibility, 1000 meters only. We have strong wind component, strong wind conditions, and we have contaminated runway with braking actions of medium. So first of all, what I will do right now in real life, what I will do, I will go here, I will check the taxi charts. As you can see, the runway is only 1800 meters long, and the wind is blowing exactly, we have the headwind component. It's basically okay, but if we have the failure for some reason, so we need to we are in serious trouble. In this case, I will go to dispatching and ask for the operational flight plan, which accounts with the alternate airport destination alternate back to Keflavik. I will not consider regarding these conditions Nasarquik as the destination alternate airport regarding to this situation. Okay, so all passengers on board, aft cargo compartment loaded, and as well refueling is completed. We can release the fuel track. Cabin crew refueling completed. That's perfect. We can put the fasten belts to on position. Put from center tank, and basically that's it. And only what we need just to load the forward cargo compartment. So this is how it looks like in real life. You need to, if you are captain of the Boeing 737, you have to push the ground personnel, but especially the handling agent, because he or she takes care of your airplane. You have to push the cabin crew. You have to push the guy um, which is operating the fuel truck, and as well you have to communicating with your dispatching. And as I said before, regarding this situation, I will call to dispatch to resend a new flight plan with Keflavik as an destination alternator port, and to issue the new flight plan. So we will have the delay approximately half an hour. Okay, so all passengers are on board, baggage is as well on board, so we can make a before start procedure. Fuel pumps, everything is okay. Once we got a clearance, squawk mode Charlie, anti-collision lights on, and now we can release the stairs, and the Zibo mode is perfect, that you can you have the checklist right over here, so it's a pity that PMDG doesn't have this feature. So we'll fill the FMC, the rest. Regarding to this gross weight, 22 is enough. But we have a headwind component, that's why flaps 1 only without any discussion, and stabilizer trim 5.8 unit. We are going to take a full length, and NADP2, do not forget about this. And the wind condition was at this airport for runway 19er 50 knots, so 190 50 knots. Something it's wrong, I guess so. Takeoff weight only 50 kilograms, zero fuel weight 10 tons, plus this one, it's okay. But anyway, go to actions, and what is the payload? 120 passengers, that's okay. Forward cargo, aft cargo, so zero fuel should be 50, so we should have 60. So this is the problem. Now it's okay. Always when you are in doubt, please check it. once again. And now it's okay, 139er. It's just my experience that these numbers wasn't correct. Okay, now what we can do, ask for the pushback. Meters approximately 35. Alright, okay. We have pushback car connected, there is nobody out here, so we may start pushback. Okay, parking brake off. Start the block time. Okay, now we are moving. Okay, engine start procedure. Okay, watch the AGT N1, N2. It's rotating, so it's not hung start. It's not wet start, it's not hot start. It seems to be okay, or pressurizing. Perfect. Okay, so I need additional 20 meters, so it's my fault. Okay. Starter cutout callout, it's no when the start switch is still in ground position, but start valve should be off. Okay. This is not big deal, you can put it manually, it's not fault. Okay, and you can continue your flying without any maintenance action. Okay, so isolated pack procedure, starting engine number 1. Until you have two good and stable engines, the pushback car can be disconnected, but the ground personnel should be on the headset. Okay, it seems to be a good start. So I will set the parking brake. Okay, starter cut out. We can see the guy with the pin. So before taxi procedure, isolation valve is working, dual bleed is off. Sorry, like this one. That's perfect. And now we can perform set flaps 1 and ailerons checked, elevator checked, rudder checked. Okay, That's absolutely perfect. So we may switch off the APU. APU switch off. Blank over display unit. Recall is checked. Flaps 1. Green light. Everything is okay. So we may taxi. This nose wheel steering is completely unrealistic, but anyway, it's okay. So assume the cabin is ready, so before takeoff procedure, weather radar, traffic, terrain, traffic, flaps 1, green light, stabilizer trim, 6 point some units, 6.4 units set, so before takeoff checklist complete. Okay, holding point of runway 19er. Left side is clear, right side is clear. I assume there is no traffic out here on the WattSpy. So tier RA, landing lights, strobe lights, and here we can go. Start the flight time. And it will be rolling takeoff. Okay, so engine is stabilized, takeoff and one toga. And takeoff thrust is set. 80 knots checked. We wanna rotate. Have a little bit of right component. Positive rate gear up. Now I put DL now and autopilot engaged, and we may accelerate. Okay, flaps up. Okay, we have flaps up, no lights. We now, and we have speed restriction. Only Keflavik SID, which is 220 until this waypoint. Smoothly accelerating 240. Can look from the first officer side of the view. There are some clouds in front of us. We'll see if we hit them or no in order to use the engine anti-ice. But no, there's no need to use the engine anti-ice. Yeah, we have to use, but anyway, no. Okay, so transition altitude standard, altimeter set and cross check. So, passing flight level 100, reset the minimums, switch off the lights, confirm the IPU is switched off, logo light is switched off. We may adjust the temperature to warmer, and we are above the clouds, and on the en route climb speed we can release the cabin so fastens to auto position, and now sterile cockpit is no longer valid, so we can proceed to fill the OFP. Okay, forget to switch. Okay, now we are in cruising level. The speed VNAV pass in-flight scan was completed. I put the 360 nautical miles ring, which is approximately 60 minutes of flying without ETOPS approval, and this is approximately our equal time point. So if anything happens up to this point, we are going back. If anything happens after this waypoint, we are going to Greenland. But if we have a serious medical case on board, we will reconsider with our ACAR systems and data link communications with our dispatching what will be the next course of the action. Okay, so we'll see each other in the top of the descent point. So okay, we are close to the top of the descent point, approximately 8 nautical miles, and right now we have to check, or let's say we have to ask the air traffic controller a few facts. First is the med report, and second is the snow time. Bravo Golf Sierra Foxtrot Airport information chart procedures and so on, as you can see we have here, and we have med report 2506 knots, visibility and cloud sailing. It's basically okay. We have to, in real life, we have to add the temperature correction, and QNH it's 989er. Okay, so QNH 989er. Sorry. We put it into the descent forecast page, and we can ask as well for the descent wind, because the Boeing says the garbage you put in, the garbage you have. So that's basically okay. Runways, the best fit for us, it's a runway 27. So in this case, we disregard Sierra Foxtrot NDB, and we'll proceed like another procedure. Anyway, uplink is ready. That's perfect. ISO deviation is minus 15 degrees of centigrade, so it's perfectly fit. It's okay. Regarding to significant weather charts, we have severe icing between. I need to put the SIMRI flight plan page. We have to account with the severe icing from flight level 180 and moderate turbulence in real life. Here in Microsoft Flight Simulator we have hardly any turbulence, so it's a pity. So flight level 180, and as you can see we can go to not general weather, METAR. Clouds are at flight level 110, so 110. It's okay, so this will be our engine anti-ice on and off level. Regarding to the charts, we have to use only RMP Bravo. It's for category C. That's perfect, but it's only MDA. And right now what we can do is transition altitude is 7,000 feet. So transition level, for example, 9 or 0 because the QNH is below 1013. So this is filled, and we fill the arrival RMP Bravo to 7, and we will proceed via waypoint okay, Sukak point is here. Maybe from Sukak like this one. So approach RMP Bravo via Revo point, and we'll check it with the plan page. And Revo point is here and Sukak is here. Well, we can make it via Fitzweb point, for example, but big but. Okay, we have Fitzweb and Sukak is here, so we are going directly to Fitzweb point, so confirmed, and we'll make a turn to the right side. That's basically okay. Are 80 nautical miles prior to top of descent point. So what will be the next? The next will be from Fitzweb point. I will put the Fitzweb point into the fix page. It's okay, it's okay. This is the minimum sector altitude. So if I put ring 25 nautical miles, I should be my flight altitude should be minimum 5,700 feet above main sea level, and within the 10 nautical miles we can go down to 5,000. Okay, so this is just for situational awareness, and in order to make not to make the fit control flight into the terrain, and that's it. So the next will be final approach course, which is 274. And MDA 2600. Okay, 2600 is set, and what we can do, because the weather is changing rapidly, we can put the localizer for this runway, so that means that we just put the ALS frequency on the backup on the multi-mode receiver, which is 109.55. That's okay. And Sierra Foxtrot NDB 382. 382, we can put it into the ADF. In case the runway suddenly change, we can easily revert it, and yeah, that's it. So go back to this chart. As you can see, we are descending 2800, and we have a little bit steeper descent angle, so the airplane won't decelerate within 3.3 degrees of angle. Real AC will do so. So in this case, I would like to be the stable as soon as possible. Okay, so I will use the speed brakes regardless passenger comfort. We have misapproach, really simple, 4000 feet, that's okay. And yeah, well, okay, so we are going to burn 500 kilograms. That means 56.4. I can check the med report as we have 8 knots. Okay, we can use the flaps 40. We can use the flaps 30, but first of all, I will check I will check the snow time conditions. Okay, it's the same, basically braking actions good, dry snow, dry snow, dry snow, so we can easily use the flaps 30 because we'll have the hillside on the right side of our approach, and it should be a little bit bumpy, but anyway, okay, so altitude hold 0.76, leave it like this one. I'm considering between flaps 30 and 40, but the runway is long enough, it's not contaminated, so flaps 40, 30, and we'll see. If we are during the approach unstable, we'll use another flap settings of wind correction 5, 136 will be approach speed. And regarding to descent, I will put turbulent speed in order to make it faster, a little bit faster. So we have 40 nautical miles to go. As I can see, the clear air turbulence regarding to the jet streams in Microsoft Flight Simulators are really well, but what I am missing, the turbulence in the clouds, especially the cumulus clouds. Okay, and the next point of view, it's recall is checked, and auto brake, yeah, I will put on 2, and we'll see, and I will use the full reverse because the temperature is -16, and as I said before, in real life we apply a cold temperature table into initial approach fix, intermediate fix, and final approach fix. So we can go down, for example, flight level 200. As you can see, it's quite a bit turbulent. The significant weather chart was really precise, and the moderate turbulence it's still presented, so it's okay. Okay, in this case, moderate turbulence, so engine start switches to continuous. The passengers won't be happy. So now we have to be careful, because if we overshoot this bar pole, these red lines, the maintenance crew need to check the slats and flaps if they are okay. That's why I put the turbulent penetration airspeed, which is 280 indicated within the changeover, which is like now. Okay, make it level change. Okay, we will deploy the speed brakes. Okay, now it seems to be we are out of the jet stream core. It's quite okay. We'll wait for the VNAV and revert to the VNAV. Okay, back to the VNAV. Stow the speed brakes. Can go down, for example, flight level 100. I don't know what is the grid altitude right now. $5,700, okay. I'll check if there is any traffic here. So flight level 200, fasten belts on. Okay, so we have strong tailwind component, which I personally don't like. Can see how much is tailwind of 30 knots. It's quite high. It's quite high, but 10 knots above the target speed is okay. The Greenland nowadays is a very popular destination for tourism, for charter flights especially. That's why the Air Greenland nowadays has many of helicopters because they are transport or let's say transporting the passengers to the popular destination. Mm. Well, I like these flights, but regarding, or let's say from passenger, or let's say from uh, view of the people who are traveling to Greenland, I can see nothing. It's only the snow, but yeah, well, it's popular, so that's why they are serving long-haul Airbus. Okay, turbulence is no longer presented. That's quite perfect. Okay, right now we are approaching 10,000 feet and we can go to 5,700. So we put 5,700, press standard, and now altimeter setting cross check as well, QNH 1089. I will check it right now again. What will be our meter? 1089er, 1089er. That's quite okay. Okay, so we are approaching 10,000 feet. So lights coming on. Everything is normal. Press recall once again. We can check the runway 2408 knots. That's okay. Perfect. Okay. if we lose the GPS signal or GPS is unoperative, which is depicted right over here on this light, we have to perform the another approach, not runway 27 but runway 09. Okay, so we are approaching 10 nautical miles ring. That means that we can go to 5,000 feet. As you can see, we are decelerating. Okay, we can get rid of this waypoint and we can put a runway. Ten miles just for situational awareness. When we have to start to decelerate. ADF we don't catch, I don't know why. Yeah, okay. Right now it's fine because I didn't transfer the radio navigation aid. Okay, 5,000. Yeah, we can make it like speed intervention and go down. Put the speed brakes, heading to 74 and going to 3,800 at or above. Okay, we can put flaps 1. Flaps 5. Speed 170. Up to 10 nautical miles. Can go down 2,800. His approach was 4,000, so logic is 3,700 feet, and then we can revert back. Okay, anyway, I would like to be stable because I'm not familiar with the approach, so non-standard flaps 10 and speed 160. So 1000 to level off, we are below, so we can revert it to 4000, which is okay, vertical speed. Go down, gear down, flaps 15, speed brakes arm. We have the problem with the approach logic system, so VNAV again, and we have VNAV path, so it's perfect. We are 10 nautical miles ahead, so that's okay. Maybe I was a little bit sooner with reset MCP altitude. Okay, we are approaching MDA. So flap 30, 136. Minimums runway inside, so landing, and in this case disengage the autopilot. Okay, recycle the flight director switches and deselect speed, and now we are fully concentrated on the landing. It should be the GPLWS warning because of the hills on the right side, so we have to disregard it. That's what I was talking about. Disregard. Okay, speed brakes up. Reverser normal. Now we are 60 knots, closing thrust reverse. Manual braking. and non-standard start the APU. Okay, there is the snow on the runway, so engine anti-air is on. And we can make the after landing procedure non-standard right now. Okay, and we can go via taxi with Charlie to the apron. APU is available, so APU on bus. We have APU with the good quality. That's perfect. Non-standard. Okay, so we get to the right. Stop the flight time. And now we are proceeding somewhere over here. There is some guy standing over there. So the stance looks like that you are going like this way, and with this taxiway you are entering the parking stance. But maybe this guy has the different scenery because he's standing out of the apron. So in this case we will make it non-standard, and I will turn to the right. It's really non-standard, but anyway, I can taxi through this guy. Okay, so yeah, different platforms of the simulator, different scenery makes this procedure like this one. Okay, so I will stop it. Okay, lights coming off, and we may start to make it turn. Fine. Welcome to Greenland, and I hope you enjoyed this flight and learned something new. Um, in real life, I have never fly this destination, so it was my first time. Parking brake set, AP is on. That's okay. Shutdown procedure and shutdown checklist. Okay, wait 10%. Anti-collision lights off. Well, that's perfect. I really enjoyed this flight, and I hope you enjoyed this flight as well. Ask for stairs, passenger bus. Everything like this. So it's a fictional livery, but it looks quite nice, so I really enjoy this livery. Okay, so that's it, and the passengers will be disembarking, and we can make a turnaround back to Keflavik Airport. Uh, have a nice day. Bye bye.